Welcome along to your Met Office forecast for the week ahead, the last full week of meteorological summer, and one that ends for most of us with a bank holiday. So it's probably pretty good news that this is the headline. Certainly for most of us who've been struggling to see much sunshine of late. Dry and fine for the vast majority. It's not going to be especially hot, but there will be some warm conditions in the west. At times, though, on the cool side across the east. When the weather's set fair, though, it's usually high pressure that's sitting across the UK, and this one's hanging around all week. Just as it waddles its way eastwards later in the week, it will allow this cold front to drift down the eastern side, and that will bring a cooler feel, especially on the east coast on Thursday and Friday. But the high will last and may well stick around for that long weekend as well. Let's get into the nitty-gritty and the details, because it won't be sunny everywhere. There will be a fair bit of cloud around on Tuesday, particularly for parts of Lincolnshire, Yorkshire, might even be the odd spot of drizzle. Misty, murky conditions for the east of Northern Ireland and parts of the north coast of Scotland. But for most, dry and fine. And in the sunny spells, temperatures getting up into the low 20s, 24, 25 is possible in southwest Scotland. A little cooler on some coasts, particularly where it stays misty, but also with this breeze off the North Sea for parts of East Anglia and the far southeast. And the shape of the high will determine where we see the cloudier skies and where we see those breezes off the coast as it ambles its way a little bit further westwards during Wednesday. Some warmer air just drifting southwards into Scotland. So Wednesday could see the peak of the temperatures, certainly in southwest Scotland, where we see the sunnier skies. But again, we'll start off with some misty, murky conditions, and parts of the coast of the northeast with that brisk breeze will feel fresh at times. But otherwise, we should see sunny spells developing for most. And again, those temperatures responding to a bit of sunshine, getting up into the low 20s, maybe 25, 26, possibly 27 in southwest Scotland. Cooler, though, on these North Sea coasts, and that breeze will be strong at times here, bringing a distinctly fresh feel. It's going to get cooler on Thursday down the eastern side, thanks to this cold front that's drifting southwards. Not much rain, if anything, on it as it moves southwards, but it will bring more cloud for a time. Maybe the odd spot of light drizzle early on as it clears away, but it will introduce cooler conditions, particularly on those North Sea coast, and with a fairly brisk wind coming in from the North Sea too. Sunnier skies will be out west, and again that's where we'll see the top temperatures, probably the warmest conditions maybe for the west of Northern Ireland, where 25 is possible, maybe 26. But down that eastern side we're only looking at high teens at best, and when you add the wind on, well, it will feel more like 12 to 14 Celsius. That's going to feel pretty fresh on some of those North Sea coasts during Thursday. The high pressure, though, as I said, is set to stick around as we head towards the weekend. Friday, again, largely dry and fine. The exact position of the high will dictate where we see the cloudier skies and where we see those breezes off the sea. The wind's probably not as strong, it doesn't look like, down the eastern side, but still, it will feel pretty fresh. Again, most places will be dry and fine, and we should see spells of sunshine coming through. Temperatures not as high by Friday countrywide, but we could still pop up to 22 or 23 where we see some sunshine. Again, that eastern side will be a little bit cooler, but the wind's not as strong on Friday. Into the weekend, high pressure looks like sticking around, and probably for Sunday and Monday as well, for what is for many of us a bank holiday Monday. So generally speaking, it's going to stay dry and fine. There'll be some cloud around and some areas where the breeze is, depending on the shape of that high, will be a little cooler. But overall, it looks pretty good at this stage for the long weekend. As always, we'll firm up on details of that over the next few days, so make sure you're following the Met Office across social media.